Good morning, crap to cream. Yep, still morning. So when I bought the radiator for this car, as you would have seen or heard in an earlier video, the radiator that I got was a late one. And when I ordered the parts originally to start the repairs to this car, I thought it's an 83. So the radiator didn't fit. And I also ordered the Revotec fan conversion for the early radiator. So as it would seem, the Revotec fan conversion doesn't or wouldn't fit. However, when you get things from overseas, right, it's not as easy I'll just run down to the shops and swap it out for another one. So being the most isolated city in the world and being in the UK, being on the other side of the planet, I have to make things work. So it's a bit of this adapt, improvise, overcome strategy. So the fan now fits. So the Revotec fan conversion fits. So these now are held in place with riv nuts, and there is enough gap between the top of the radiator and the first fins to drill a hole and put a riv nut in and not damage the radiator itself. So riv nuts, the best invention since the light bulb. Also, the radiator is 50mm higher or taller or wider than, so we'll go with the, yeah, you know what I mean. From here to here is 50mm longer. So I've had to make brackets up. So I've made brackets up, 50mm brackets, and bolted them to the bottom bracket. And then this, because the early radiator is supported on the side here and the later radiator is supported on the bottom, I have to cut the bottom bracket so that it fits around where the radiator mounts. So it all fits now, all secure, and I believe it looks okay. I've put the fans biased to the top of the radiator because that's where the hottest part of the radiator will be. Bottom obviously being the cooler part because that's the exit back to the engine. So that's why I've biased it. And also when you look from the top, it looks, you know, like it's supposed to look. Alright, and then in the engine bay itself, if I've remembered my light, I have. So I fitted two rubber seals, one here and one on the top here, and then I've drilled the front chassis rail, and I've used the later mounts, drilled a 17mm hole into the chassis, and then I've put these in. So these now locate the radiator. I've had to cut the brackets to the side there where the original radiator mounted. So you'll see there where I had to do that. And then what I've got to do then is make a bracket at the top, but I'll show you that in the next video, or the second part of this video, a bracket to hold the radiator in place. So that's what I've done to make this late radiator fit. Also, I did hear right that the earlier radiators didn't cool the engine as well as they should do. So yeah, it's just a case of make it work. Make what you've got, make it work. So that's what I'm attempting to do now. Alright, so I'll leave it for now, and then I'll show you with the radiator in position and the new brackets made for the top. I haven't made them yet, so I'll do that and then I'll post the video. Alright, I'll speak to you soon. Alright, I'm back. So several hours later, a bit of lunch, and I've now made up some brackets and the radiator is in position. So I will show you where we're up to. So there's the radiator now in position. So I've made up these brackets now. I haven't put the bolts on yet, the nuts on, sorry, because I'm just holding it in place with this, because I've got to take it back out again to finish all the stuff on the front of the engine down there. All right, so that's where we're up to right now. I'll just get a torch and show you the bottom section. So at the bottom here, where the radiator goes onto the chassis, those plugs now. They've been drilled into the chassis and they're sitting on there. Got the rubber seal sitting in there, and I've got that much sticking above the top. The other bracket down here is a bit tighter, but it all works. So just hope to goodness now the bonnet shuts. What could possibly go wrong there? Alright, so this is just a quick video showing the mods to the radiator. I've got to take the radiator back out again now to finish all the stuff on the front of the engine, so I thought I'd just show this, how you can make something work that wasn't designed to possibly go in there, because it was an early Revotec fan setup onto a late radiator setup. And no, not sponsored by Revotec or anything like that, I just had the kit here and I decided to fit it. Looks pretty impressive, I must admit. I'm sure that'll move some air. Alright, I've also just finished now getting the manifold ready. So I'll put the sender in, servo connection, thermostat housing. The one that I got wasn't the right one, so that's not much use to me. Got the fitting now drilled and tapped in for the diff lock, and the blanks on the back of the manifold there, so that's ready to go on now. So I'll take the radiator back out and I'll fit that. So this is just like I don't know, an intermediate video, right? There's one going to be released next Thursday of progressing installing the front on the engine. All right, we'll leave it at that. So thank you very much indeed for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for any likes if you like what I've done. And if there's anything else you want to know about this particular modification or fitting of this radiator into the early Range Rover Classic, then let me know and I'll see what I can do to accommodate you. And yeah, bye for now.